Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and whoever or whatever you identify as. Welcome to the Cardiff Cast and welcome to another video. Right, the war in Ukraine / Russia. Sorry, conflict. It's not a war. I will do a video on that. Now, this appears to a lot of people have come out of nowhere. We all know that it's been bubbling away for a while now. But it appears, if you start piecing together some of the things that have been said and shown, that we were actually planning, or this was being planned for a long time ago. I'm just about to play you a clip of Senator Joe Biden back, I think it's in 1997. And, well, just listen to what he has to say.
I think the one place where the greatest consternation would be caused in the short term for admission, having nothing to do with the merit and preparedness of the country to come in, would be to admit the Baltic states now in terms of NATO-Russian, U.S.-Russian relations. And if there was ever anything that was going to tip the balance, were it to be tipped in terms of a vigorous and hostile reaction, I don't mean military, in Russia, it would be that.
You see, he knows full well that the best way to wind Russia up was to roll NATO up into the Balkan states. Then we get this guy, an interview, quick clip of interview, I'm just going to put here. He's a prominent neo-Nazi in the Ukraine. So, just listen to this.
Тому що ми хороші, як нам кажуть, нам допомагає Захід, бо вони хочуть нам блага, тому що ми виконуємо задачі Заходу. Тому що ми єдині, хто готові їх виконувати, бо нам весело, нам прикольно убивати і прикольно воювати. І вони думають, вау, давайте вже подивимося, що це буде. Тому виник цей новий альянс, про який зараз говорять там Туреччина, Польща, Британія, Україна. Тут ми тут флагман. Тому що ми затіяли війну, якої не було вже останніх 60 років. Так от, уявіть собі, скільки в нас зброї, скільки в нас ветеранів. А тепер уявіть, зникає Росія, вона розвалюється. Тобто виникає там 5 Росій, там Недо Росії і так далі. Ви розумієте, які будуть очі, наприклад, в Будапешті? От ви ж казали, ми там заберемо Угорщину, а тут ми такі розвертаємося зі сходу до них. У нас зараз джавелінів, по-моєму, на європейському континенті найбільше. Тільки в Британії, там, здається, більше.
So there's a man quite happily telling everybody that the UK have been supplying Javelin missiles to the Ukrainians before the war had started to help fight in the disputed areas. Then you get Andrew Neil saying in one of his speeches about things that, I'm sure it was Andrew Neil, maybe somebody else, but it was definitely said that the Ukrainian army now has double the missiles, i.e. 2 for every 1 tank in the Russian inventory, which means that's 10,000. The Russian army has over 5,000 tanks. That's 10,000 Javelin missiles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, they didn't get there overnight, did they? Now, back in Obama's time, there was a lot of meetings with the Ukrainians as if this was all being sort of jimmied along and ready to go.
Your fight is our fight.
Ваша боротьба – це наша боротьба.
2017 will be the year of offense.
Рік 2017 рік буде ріком нападу.
All of us will go back to Washington and we will push the case against Russia.
Ми всі повернемося до Вашингтону і ми будемо відстоювати санкції проти Росії.
Enough of a Russian aggression.
Досить вже російської агресії.
It is time for them to pay a heavier price.
Час вже щоб вони заплатили важчу ціну.
I believe you will win. I am convinced you will win, and we will do everything we can to provide you with what you need to win.
Я вірю в те, що ви виграєте, переможете. Я переконаний в тому, що ви переможете, і ми вам допоможемо всіма можливими засобами.
Це те ж саме гільзи з ворожих БМП, які розмальовані художництвом Бердянська.
З Новим роком, дорогі мої!
And then Donald Trump came along and kind of stopped it. It's back on now. And the impression that I get, as I've mentioned before, is the Ukraine seem to be very intent on dragging NATO into this. They seem very intent in escalating this war. And our politicians and media are doing a damn good job of trying to push this along with its banning of stuff and the rhetoric. Like now, the Americans have said that Poland can send their old MiG-29s to the Ukraine, and of course this would leave Poland severely depleted in its air force. But of course along come the Americans saying, well, you can have some F-16 Fighting Falcons, commonly known as the Viper, to replace said losses. So that means that America's going to get rid of some of its aging jets, but also quite handily and conveniently getting a little bit of money in the back pocket from the sale of such weapons. So basically, as I can see at the moment, this all seems to be going along quite nicely. It also seems to me that this has been planned for a long time, that this potentially has been done to provocate Russia. Now some people are going to go, oh, you're defending Russia. No, I'm not, because it doesn't matter how much you get provocated, you should never do what you've done, especially when you're playing into people's hands, like we all seem to be doing right now. All I'm saying is, slowly but steadily, little bits and pieces are coming, which kind of indicates that we knew this was going to happen a while ago, a big while ago, and we've been preparing for this for a very long time. So don't necessarily believe that everything is wonderful. And as I've always said, this may not be the truth. This is my opinion. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just asking you to think. A little bit of research and a little bit of thinking can lead you to the fact that this wasn't a war that just happened. This is a war that people were prepared for. And the way it's going, it makes it sound like people are prepared for a lot worse. As our media and our governments and people who do not understand what's going on scream for war, scream for a no-fly zone. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't pay attention and if you don't start switching on, which of course is also, one last thing before I go, isn't it convenient that the news in the UK now has to go on for an hour every night now, because let's brainwash us some more. Why is the news suddenly needed to be increased? Yeah, did it be because the psyops of COVID didn't quite work because the news wasn't on enough, so now we're doing it even more? As I said, I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just asking you to think. And with that, I'm going to bring this video to a close. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. If you want to see some more videos like this or any others, and don't forget that I do have my gaming channel, which is just everything for your gaming and sci-fi needs, on Pitbull Gaming 66, then pop on over there and have a look. And if you like that, as well as what you like here, then feel free to subscribe to both channels. And with that, and as always, and until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to love you and leave you.